Hello everyone, I hope everyone are doing fine. So today we are going to discuss operator overloading, and these are the things which we are going to see in today's lecture. So we'll be seeing what is operator overloading and what are their functions, and how to overload mathematical operators, assignment operators and in operator and etc. Okay, so first let us see what is operator overloading. So operator overloading means giving extended meaning beyond their predefined operational meaning. So for example, if you are trying to add two integers, directly we are getting the output, right? But behind the scenes, there is a function called underscore underscore and add, which is written over here where my cursor is pointed, and that add is being executed in the background, and that is where the addition of two integers is being happened. And similarly for adding concatenating two strings, there is a separate function that is also called add, and that is being executed in the background. So that is not visible for us, and it is embedded inside Python. And in order to know what is happening behind the scenes, we need to overload the operators in order to add two objects or concatenate two objects and many other operations. Okay, so first let us see how to overload the operator in Python. So if you want to overload the plus, that is nothing but addition operator, what we need to do is put two underscore at the start and write add in the middle and put two underscores at the last. So, and we need to write some 1 to 2 lines of code inside the function so that the function is properly overloaded. Okay, so first let me show you why operator overloading is necessary. Let us go into our VS Code. Operator overloading .py. So first let us create a class C1, and let us write the constructor for this one, and let us take one extra parameter, that is x, and let x be a number. So sub.x equal to x, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to create two objects. Object 1 equal to c1 of, let us pass a number 5, and object 2 equal to c1, and let us pass an 10. So what I'm going to try to do is, let us just try to print object 1 plus object 2. Let us see what we'll get. So we're getting an error, right? What we are getting? Type error, unsupported operand types for plus c1 and c1. There is nothing but it is not, the interpreter is not getting how to add two objects. So it can perform addition on two integers or two strings. That means adding two integers, two strings is nothing but concatenating, right? So it is not getting how to add two objects. So in order to perform some operations on classes, I mean the objects of a class, we need to write the methods by ourselves. Okay, explicitly we need to write the method. So what we're going to do is just go here, go inside the class, and behind the init we need to write separate function for adding. So for adding we need to write underscore underscore add underscore underscore, and what we're going to do is take one self and any one operator, any one variable. Let us take c. So what we should do is return self dot x plus c dot x. Now let me run this code. They're getting the output 15. So let me show you what is happening here. So once we have created this one, so what it is being initiated, object 1 is being initiated, x is being 5 is being passed to x, and it is getting instantiated here. Okay, so similarly for object 2 it is doing the same. Okay, it will go here and it is being instantiated here. And after that, what is happening is when we are trying to add two objects, what is happening here is we have taken two variables, that is one is self and one is c, and what we are returning self.x plus c.x. So what is happening here is object 1 is going into self and object 2 is going into c. Okay, so we are trying to add two numbers, right? So what is happening is self.x. What is self? object1. Object1 dot x. What is the value of object1 dot x? 5. And what is the value of object2 dot x? C is object2, right? Object2 dot x, what is the value? 10. So 5 times 10 is 15. So this is how you add numbers in objects using operator overloading. And similarly, there are many operations which we can do. So these are the functions which you can use in order to overload. So this is addition, subtraction, and this is trueDiv. We use it for division. Okay, and let us do two more. Let us do trueDiv and power function. So underscore trueDiv underscore the same thing, just return it, self dot x c dot x, and let us try to divide them, obj1 slash obj2. Yes, we're getting it. 0.5. 5 by 10 value is 0.5, right? So this is how you overload division operator. And now let us try overloading the power operator, that is double star, right? So it is very similar. POW, just write self comma c, return self dot x star star c dot x, and let us decrease the number. Let us just make it 2 and 3. Print obj1 double star obj2. Yes, we got it. 2. What is it? Cube of 2? It is 8, right? So we are getting the outputs without any errors, right? So what going to happen if I remove this one? We'll be getting an error. There is nothing but unsupported operand types. That is nothing but C1 and C2. We are trying to add objects without overloading them, right? So that is not going to support, and in order to do them, we must overload them. Okay, so now I included the power function again. We're getting the output without any error. Okay, so I hope you got what is the main use of operator overloading. So in order to perform an operation on 2 or more objects, we need to overload them. Okay, so we have seen this, and let us do some more, and let us do these type: I add, I sub, I mul. There is nothing but when we are trying to do, what do you say, star plus equal to minus equal to, there is nothing but object1 plus equal to object2. Okay, so let us just try to do I add once. It is very similar. Just keep on adding functions. Self comma c, return. Let us just take one temporary variable, or self dot x equal to self dot x plus c dot x, return self dot x, and let us comment out these things. Let us print obj1, or else let us just plus equal to obj2, and let us print obj1. Yes, we got 5. So what is happening here is I add function is being initiated. How are we going to know that? Because we are trying to do the same thing. What is I add function? Obj1 plus equal to obj2, right? So it is given here, plus equal to. So we are using the same operand here, plus equal to obj1 plus equal to obj2. So the function is going to this one, and this is being executed. What is happening here? Obj1 is changing into obj1 plus obj2. There is nothing but 2 plus 3. And when we are trying to print obj1, what is the value it is being printed? 5. So this is how you use I add, and similarly you can use I sub, I mul, and I trueDiv also. Okay, and let us also do one greater than or less than thing, that is nothing but GT or LT. Okay, so let us just do GT. There is nothing but it will return true if the given obj1 is greater than obj2, or else it will return false. self comma c. If self dot x is greater than c dot x, return true, else return false. Okay, so now let me just remove this, or else let me just comment out them. Now let us just write obj1 is greater than obj2. Now if we run this one, we're getting false. Why we are getting false? Because 2 is smaller than 3. Now what if I do 20 here? What if I write 20? We'll be getting true. Okay, so if you remove this function, you will be getting an error. Okay, what error you will be getting? We have seen, right? Unsupported operand types. So this is the main examples of operator overloading. Okay, and let's go for the next one. And this is the syntax, and we did the exact same thing, right? If you want to do floor division, just write floor div and modular mod power. Okay, so instead of other, we have taken c here, right? You can take anything, just a variable. Okay, so in the ppt it is being written as other. Okay, so next assignment operators, we did the same thing. I add we did, and these things you need to try by yourself. It is very easy, right? You just need to change the function name, and you need to change a single line of code. What is it? For I add, there is a plus here. For IML, there will be a star. And what is the thing which we need to change for IPOW? There is nothing but in the place of X, we need to write double star. Okay, so that is the only change which we need to do, and I hope you guys try it by yourself. It is very easy, and if you do it by yourself, you'll be getting a lot of confidence. And next thing is overriding the in operators. That is nothing but we have seen in use of in operator in lists and strings, right? So when we want to match something and when we want to find something inside a list, we use in operator, right? So let us try to overload the in operator, and before that one, let me just show you what is happening. Let me just take 2, or else let us just make one more program. Overloading in .py. So let us get a class c2. Let us take, and let us create a constructor for that one, and let us take a list. So dot l equal to l. Okay, and let me just create an object, and object1 equal to c2 of, and let us pass a list 1 2 3 4 5. Print let us just take 7 in obj1. Now let me show you what is happened. Okay, so what we are getting, argument of type c2 is not iterable. Okay, so it is not overloaded. That's why we are getting that error. What we are gonna do, just write contains self comma, and let us just take x. If x in self dot l, return true, or else return false. Now let me run this. We're getting false. Why we're getting false? Because 7 is not there in 1 2 3 4 5, right? That's why we're getting false. Now let me just write 2 here. We're getting true. So what is happening, let me explain you guys. So once we created a class, we have created a constructor for this one. Okay, and inside constructor I have taken a parameter that is l, and what is l here? L list. So I have instantiated it self.l equal to l, and I have created the operator overloading function for the in operator. What is the name for that one? Contains. And I have taken x. What is x here? The thing which you are checking whether the thing is present inside the iterable object. That is, it can be a list, it can be a string, or it can be a tuple. Okay, so what I'm checking is if x in self.l, then what we should return? True. or else what we should return? False. Okay, so I have created an object with a list 1 2 3 4 5 as an elements, and after that I'm trying to print 2 in object 1. Okay, so whether 2 is present in object 1 or not. It is present in object 1, right? What is it? 2. At index 1 it is present, so what will return? It is returning true. And for example, if we change it to 20, we'll be getting false, right? So I hope you guys understood what is the use of operator overloading, and I hope you guys practice the things which are given here. And there are many functions, and here are the some of the syntaxes and some of the hints also. That is, we need to take an extra parameter other, or in the course I have taken C, right? So just go through the PPT and practice them one by one. Okay, and we'll also be doing some programs on operator overloading in order to get the topic easily. Okay, and that's it from my side, and thank you for watching.